So flow.
Love is it? Veta, this is perfect.
Bam!
JD,
Boom!
what's up?
Brought the beer. All right, lunch beers. Thanks for being here in the song shop, JD.
Yeah, man. Happy to be here.
We've got a master brewer here today. We're hoping to get a beer song.
Ooh, dude.
That was the first thing me and Jake
Okay,
both
cool.
said in unison when.
Okay, cool. I was definitely wondering where like the music side of this was gonna come. I was like, could just be like funky stuff, but I like the.
Who knows?
Funky
We
beer
don't know
song.
what we
Funky
might
beer
get.
song,
You know,
dude, for
this
sure.
is.
Yeah, cool.
We're following your lead. You're the captain of the ship today.
I like the idea of a beer song.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes for sure. Yeah.
Cool. I was even thinking like maybe based off of one of your new beers.
Ooh,
Like
an
it.
ode to the brew.
Yeah.
I've got like the perfect one.
It's already done.
It's
Cool.
not with us today, but it's coming up, so perfect. So
Hell
yeah,
yes.
awesome.
Well, then maybe there'll be
And
like
it's like totally like connected to music.
oh yeah.
So
Cool.
We'll do like a dual
Yeah.
release. When the beer comes out, we'll drop the pod.
perfect.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
This podcast is best enjoyed with a Mountain Man, Mountain Merman,
Black lager.
Black Lager.
Oh, that's dope.
Dude, that is dope.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the energy.
Yeah,
That's like pirate ship. That's like
Yeah. Dude, it's like brewed after this punk rock band in Denver from like 2008.
nice.
Yeah. They're called Black Ocean. So this is like a
Okay.
beer like brewed as ode to them.
Cool.
Hell yes.
Black lager with black currant. So
Dude, that's so cool.
yeah.
Epic.
Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do.
For sure.
Where you're from.
Yeah. JD Lynn, brewer, owner at Mountain Merman Brewing Company in Veta, Colorado. Born and raised here in Colorado. Never really had a desire to go anywhere else because why would you want to go anywhere else?
When you live in heaven.
For sure.
Why leave?
Me and my wife, we moved down here to La Veta to open the brewery about 3 years ago now. Yeah, it's been great. Kind of took a big turn in our lives away from corporate, working in oil and gas for a good portion of our lives and just wanting a big change and to kind of find that purpose and meaning for like what we wanted and what we were kind of striving to create out of our lives. Coming to the realization that you work like every day of your life, and for a lot of people that never ends, like however old you get. So we really wanted to focus on something that we loved and we cared about, and we were really into craft beer. From just a patron standpoint, it was just really cool to be a part of that community. From like an artistic standpoint, seeing something that is that definitely has preconceived notions to it because it is an alcoholic thing. But when you go back to like the history of beer, like it wasn't like brewed with the intent of like spirits to like inebriate and like completely like numb your brain and your body and destroy your liver and all the other things that like high alcohol can do. And I liked brewing beer at the time too, just from a hobby standpoint. And never really had like the confidence or even the thought to take it like to like a business standpoint. Like, hey, no, everyone else is like brewing better beer than me. They have training to do it. They've all this. I'm just doing this by myself and learning from all these other breweries and brewers that I'm just, I'm getting to know by patroning their establishments and just getting down with them, man. Like, you're there midday while they're like at the end of their brew day. Like, you're on your laptop. I like beer. Like, they see something you're in, a cool sticker on the back of your laptop, and then you just have that connection. You're like, man, these people are cool.
That's one thing I love about like the micro brew world, is that there's like also like a micro culture.
Dude.
Like each one is like a music venue in its own right.
For
you
sure.
know?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously it's beer instead of bands, but
Yes.
like it has that same kind of feel where like each establishment is its own thing that's like there's something here beyond just like paying for beer.
Oh, 100%,
you know,
man.
and I love that. And you guys certainly have crafted that culture and that vibe. And like, I mean, me and Rachel knew it before I even knew you. I mean, we came to the Merman like, this place is dope. How does this thing exist in one of these little no-name towns in the middle of nowhere, you know? So hats off to you for that. But I wanted to ask you, like, was that also kind of a pull besides just like the craft of brewing the beer, creating a little kind of like micro culture?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was probably more of a driving factor in it, honestly, than even like the, hey, I brew pretty good beer, and like good brewers are confirming that. It's no, you can like really cultivate that community, really cultivate like that culture, that vibe, and to find a place, a community, a town that needs that, definitely became like a driving factor of like where we were going to land. For sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm curious, how did you land on the Veta of all the places?
Yeah, I mean, we tried looking like Denver Metro a little bit, but I mean, it just was completely out of our realm, and we would have still been tied to our like corporate careers. We would have been trying to do both. Like, yeah, we can run a brewery and have these, you know, nice corporate cushy jobs and do both, or Jen can do one and JD can. But then we came to that realization of, no, like we either do this together or we don't.
All in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so it was like, let's now find a mountain community that needs something like this, or doesn't have something like this, or even if they do, what we're trying to come in and create is going to be drastically different because of what it is, who we are. And we can exist with both because of the culture of craft beer as a whole. So you have like that craft beer culture that, hey, you're in this, we all kind of get it, we're all in this together. But then you have the microculture of what is Mountain Merman, and you have the microculture that what is Platt Park Brewing Company, and the microculture that is Woods Boss Brewing Company, and like all of those are amazing and vibrant in themselves. And so we knew a little bit about La Veta. My wife's godmother had some like property down here, so we'd come and camp in our early 20s and drive through town, stop at Charlie's, get some ice cream, and then go up to North Lake and fish, and then come back to the property and camp. And it was on our list, but definitely like Southern Colorado has this stigma of being like dry and desertous and barren, and being from the Denver, Colorado, definitely that stigma is really strong. So it wasn't like the first spot that we looked, actually. Victor, Colorado, close to Cripple Creek, still current gold mining town, used to be like a really thriving, I still think that they're one of like the main gold producers though. But yeah, that's a whole side story. Yeah. Really cool town, would have been great, but just not the right spot. So we kind of stopped there, and then I knew that like there was still the spot out there. So I kind of went on a solo journey the next weekend, came down to La Veta. I was like, yeah, that's it. And then the very following weekend brought Jen down here. We stayed with Jill, whose family owns the 1899 Inn in town. So her family's been part of La Veta for a very long time. And we stayed up in her kitchen, like talking till 3 a.m, like the first night we stayed down here. And like then it was that, like it wasn't, oh cool, this town needs craft beer. It's this town needs a culture spot, a community hub where people can feel like they're valued, feel like they're seen, feel like they're heard, feel like they're loved. And that's needed down here, and we're the best fucking people to come do it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, fucking cool.
It just feels like a monumental thing to go from not knowing how to brew beer and run a brewery. Like, can you give me like the overview of what does that even look like to get into that?
For sure.
And then I want to get into your creative process too, when it comes to like dreaming up beers and how you implement that.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of goes back to, I think, anything about like me just as a human. Like, if I'm interested in something, I kind of just go all in, kind of get like really obsessive about it almost, where learn everything I can, good, bad, and all around. And then I'm like, yeah, I want it or I don't. Like, I'm either interested in it or not. Like, growing up, this drove my fucking parents insane. It's like, yeah, I want to play basketball. And, like, play basketball for a season, like, really get in, like, all the trainers, do all the things. And then, man, I'm done that. I don't like that. And then, like, I would get all into it. And so, like, when I knew that this was something that was going to be more than just a garage hobby, I like self-educated. A lot of like beer history first, because I want to know where this is coming from, how this all kind of like, how did beer come about, like where is its origins, when did it die, how did it come back, all those things, the seasons of it. And then like getting into like the heady science of it, which like as a home brewer, like you really like have a little bit of volatility there, because you know that, hey, I'm not brewing this with big scientific equipment. I'm brewing it with igloo coolers in my fucking garage bags. Like, there's going to be a little bit of volatility in the
some
ABV
variables you can't control.
Absolutely, no matter how good you are with it. But then, like, learning, okay, you actually can, even on that scale, like, refine it.
Yeah.
So I did it at my basic, like, I think I was, like, on a 10-gallon system at that time. And then, like, when we knew we were doing this, we bought, like, a half barrel system, which is half of what we started with. And then I just, like, really got into, like, detailed scientific numbers of it, which is something that, like, you absolutely have to be a part of, like, when you get into the business side of it, because tax, health, what have you, like, that stuff has to be bulletproof, because if it's not, like, your business will fail. So I had to get that down first, and doing that was just brewing a lot of beer and taking it to a lot of breweries that, like, I trusted. I knew these brewers, and then brewing with them on their systems, like, at their breweries.
Cool.
And then ended up getting an amazing opportunity to work at Platt Park Brewing Company, managing their tap room. My buddy Colby owns it. Awesome guys, great culture. And they gave me a lot of opportunity on the brewing side with their assistant brewer and head brewer to kind of start this experimental brew program. And with Greg's, like, great tenure in the brewing company, I mean, in the brewing industry, from working at, like, L. Smith and Rock Bottom and having all of this huge corporate experience and, like, really good scientific knowledge to brewing, he was just such a good mentor and filter for me in that process. Like, no, JD, like, this is not good. Like, and he's that.
You gotta have someone who's gonna tell you that.
And he's absolutely, like, that way, like, kind of to a fault a little bit, but, like, that's kind of why we love Greg. He's like, yeah, like, you need that as in your growth. You need those people to be like, no, this is wrong, man. Like, check it, change it. And if you have the ego that's too big to check it or change it, then you're not going to grow. If that person wants to help you out and they're seeing that, then if I didn't listen to any of that tutelage of Greg's along the journey, we would not be here today, like 100%.
That's awesome, man.
So,
it's great to have a mentor
100%,
type person like that.
And then, Jen, she definitely helped with the business model side of things. Like,
And Jen killed the logo.
oh, absolutely.
To show off the shirt here. Yep.
So how did you guys
OG logo,
Yeah.
for sure,
come up with Mountain Merman?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Is,
one.
like, is the
That's a great one, for
merman,
sure.
mermaid, a spirit
for sure.
animal type of...
Absolutely, or like alter ego persona, for sure. Leaving corporate, spend a lot of time, like, in the mountains, fly fishing. That was definitely a big hobby of mine, on top of beer. But now that beer was kind of becoming more of the primary thought process of, like, business, life, kind of getting that out of my hobby space. So fly fishing definitely occupied that a little bit more. We did this guys fishing trip up to, like, Almont, Colorado, which is by Crested Butte, between, like, Crested Butte and Gunnison. You've got the Taylor River that comes down the Taylor Reservoir. You have the East River that comes down out of Crested Butte. When they meet, they make the Gunnison River, and the Gunnison River goes into the Blue Mesa. The kokanee salmon will run from the Blue Mesa up the Gunnison River to, like, that divergence, and then go up the East River. So we would, like, fish for kokanee salmon. We did this like, I think it ended up being like 6 years total. But like year 4, I was unemployed. Was just like trying to find myself. Like, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? Like, where's this going? I went up a day early and was like on the East River. I was wet wading, so like in very similar like attire to what I'm in now, other than like a little fishing like satchel, and was like waist deep. And I was like, clouds were coming over the mountains, like storm was coming in. I was like, I just want to be like a mermaid.
Mountain
Literally
mermaid.
just want to grow a mermaid tail right now. Like I could almost see it happening, like, and just live and be able to just any waters or lakes to connect. Yeah, so there's where Mountain Merman came from.
Love it.
Yeah, man.
A real spiritual moment.
100%.
Hell yeah. Glad that there's an actual pinnacle moment like when it
for sure.
happened.
Oh,
the
yeah.
transformation.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
For sure.
Your brews are like your art form. And, you know, similar to Jake and I, our art form is songs. And it's like, you know, always a thing for me to show people my songs, you know, and like it's just kind of like part of sharing your craft. So I just kind of want to hear about your experience and what it's like for you to, you know, make a brew and show it to somebody.
For sure. Well, let's start with this real quick. I did bring some treats. So I'm going to go through these, and then what you guys want, like, we'll just crack open, and then we can kind of like talk about that a little bit.
Okay. Right.
So I've got like an orange lager.
Ooh, big citrus guy. Sorry.
Love that. Awesome. Cool. I'm just going to go for that then. Sweet.
Love it.
And then I've got an apple ale. So this is an ale brewed with wine sap apples. So like they're like red skinned apples, but they have like the texture of like a Granny Smith.
Ooh, that sounds good too.
It's really, really great. A milk stout, and then a chocolate raspberry milk stout.
Ooh. Yeah, I think for this time of the day, I'll go with the apple.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to join you on that apple.
Sweet.
Nice.
For sure.
And I also am a big fan of the stouts, but I've been drinking them all week, so.
I tried some of your chocolate stout yesterday, actually.
Yeah, he does.
So,
Yeah, little field research.
For sure. Yes.
guys,
February was stout month, so
cheers. Cheers.
Ooh.
Okay.
There we go.
Bam.
Awesome.
Oh, this is delicious.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so the question, how important is it for me to like share my art and people to like, kind of like respond to it? I think that it's more kind of, for me, it's reaching people that are like unexpected to be reached by it.
Yeah.
Like that's more like where like I get that kind of endorphin rush. Is like when someone's like, I'm not a beer drinker and I fucking love your beer. Like, yeah, I love that. Like, cause that's like, to me, like we got into craft beer, like at that kind of, I would say like second boom in Colorado. So we got to experience like it all, from like really crazy piney bitter IPAs to like, we're throwing literally anything we can think of in a beer and calling it like an IPA. So when we decided to open the brewery, I'm like, I want our beer to be like approachable to the masses.
And thank you for that. I'm not an IPA guy, and that's one thing that I like immediately was like, these are like crisp, refreshing beer. These are summer beers.
Yeah.
Like I can't drink an IPA like in the heat.
For sure.
Personally. And you have some tasty, refreshing beers. This one being one of them.
Thanks.
Wow.
When I get feedback from like beer drinkers, like when I know people that are like really heady into beer too, and they're like, JD, your beer is like awesome. That is one of those things where I'm like, cool. I feel really seen and heard, like when you know someone consumes the product and they consume a lot of it and a lot of really good, high quality product. And then they like consume yours and they're like, yeah, dude, like, just as good, if not better. And you know that it to be true and authentic. Like that's
an endorphin rush.
Dude,
It makes you feel good.
Absolutely.
It feels aching
Yeah,
to like,
for
if
sure.
someone tells me they listen to my song on their own free will, I'm just like, yes, like that will keep me riding for a week.
Oh yeah. When your beer's on against competitors and you have that choice, like just like you said, that of free will, you have the choice. Am I gonna, choose to listen to, one of your guys' jams, or am I gonna choose another song to listen to. Am I going to, there's 12 beers on tap, 2 of them are Mountain Merman, and the other 10 are New Belgium, and you pick the Mountain Merman. It's like, fuck yeah, man.
It's a pat on the back.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
dude. Like, that shit's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, and to like know that like that is having success down here is great.
What do you listen to when you're brewing? Do you have a go-to like brew band for yourself? Like, is there a soundtrack, or does it change?
It
Does it
does change,
inspire?
for sure.
Okay. Hit us.
Definitely changes. I would say like seasonally it probably changes a lot, mood changes a lot, and like what I'm brewing like changes a lot. Like that black lager I was talking about, like brewing that, like the day I brewed that, I only listened to Black Ocean. Like that was like all I listened to all day. It was like funny because like I got back to like their like first album ever, which was like 1998, and dude, it was like trash in the best fucking way.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
it's
Give me the
awesome.
noise.
For sure. But it's great, man. I like a lot of like upbeat, like dancey house music. Like that's a lot of what I listen to while I'm brewing. It's just really good space. But then like jam band stuff too, man, is really good on brew days as well. There's a lot of music that I consume that's very like conscious, and so like for me, like I can't do that while I'm brewing because I have to be in active brewing space. So stuff that I can just kind of like dance and move to and vibe to is good.
So your musical tastes are as eclectic as your beer taste.
Absolutely.
Hell
For
yeah.
sure. But like I would say eclectic, but I'm very like yes, no with what I like or don't like. So I'm like I like all R&B, or I like all hip hop. I like this about this and this and about this. Like I like certain pop music, certain rock music, like certain house music, like certain electronic music, certain techno music. Like I don't like all techno, all house, all rock. And that's just I'm owning that about myself.
Yeah,
But
that's
for
good.
sure. Like
Yeah.
this is what I like and this is what I don't like. Yeah, even from like the same artist, I would say one exclusion to that, man. If it's funky, I fucking love it.
Yeah, give me the fun.
funky shit, dude, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Your musical taste and knowledge has always impressed me.
dude.
Yeah, like
That's-
especially for someone who doesn't like make music, it's like it's still such a big part of your heart and soul.
For sure.
And I can tell just because like you're so passionate about it. Like you're more passionate about it than a lot of artists and musicians that I know.
For sure.
Is there something else like maybe before you did brewing or even since that like is kind of more of an intrinsic art form? Like do you paint? Do you do anything that's a little bit more of a traditional art form?
Quilting, sewing, crafting, yeah. For sure.
The wizard stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
check this thing out.
For sure. Yeah, this is wizard staff that I made for Jake. So Jake found the staff and then
canvas.
and then I made this for him.
Yes.
With all sorts of crystals, wire, hemp rope, ruins, what have you. This is definitely like that creative space that I've been like occupying outside of brewing. Right?
You like arts and crafts. You're not
For
against
sure.
it.
The creating process is revealed to me either with my connection with that person, or a lot of it's in like dream state, which is like just a crazy active place for me. So yeah.
Oh shit. Fuck. I didn't press record again on the fucking mixer.
Oh my god.
God almighty, dude.
There's something to be said about beautiful mistakes, and I'm sure in brewing too. Sometimes there's been a mistake that actually yielded some positive result.
Dude, we have a beer called Happy Accidents.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
See,
that exact reason. Yeah.
listeners at home, come to La Veta on a La Visit and get yourself an orange flashback, baby.
Yeah. Love
I
it.
wish this flashback was like one of those Men in Black type of things where I could just like zunk and be like, you guys didn't know that I forgot to record the audio on that last take, but you know what? That's all right. I'm at my own little orange flashback here.
I love it.
Yeah, that's gonna make that go away. That's
For sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, what's this one?
Chocolate raspberry or just plain milk stout?
I haven't tried the milk stout
Cool.
yet.
Perfect. Go that.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. This is another one like good for me to drink too.
The chocolate raspberry is
Yeah.
fire though.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and the chai.
Ooh,
Insane.
dude. Yeah. So chai and like stout for me has always been like a just beautiful, beautiful pairing. Tea and beer can be really tough because like the earthiness and herbalness like can be really tough to mend with like maltiness and hop. But chai and stout do great because you have that malty kind of sweetness of and like a little bit of dryness from your stout, and then you have like all of that like really good earthiness and a little bit of sweetness and spiciness from the chai.
That's cool. I wasn't sure how it was gonna be. Like I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, cheers.
Cheers.
And then this chocolate raspberry is like a bunch of Godiva chocolate and raspberry puree. Oh. Yeah.
Wow. So just milk stout.
Milk stout. So like stout, in order for it to be a stout, not a porter, it has to have roasted barley in it. So a little bit of roasted barley, and then for milk stout, it's just got lactose or sugar in it. Great. So yeah, for sure. A little bit of fermentables, but mostly for like that mouthfeel kind of body. That's kind of argued within the beer community whether lactose is fermentable or not. It absolutely is.
You heard it here first, folks.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's fucking sugar, and yeast likes to eat sugar, so argue that.
Dude,
I'm not gonna.
in the recording world, I feel like there's this, just like if you go on the internet and any forums or like Facebook groups, there's just like the silliest debates about like every detail of everything, and everyone says it's got to be this way, it's got to be that way. And do you find that in brewing too?
Absolutely. I mean, so much to the point where there are brewers that are like, you can't do this. And then even in the last 5 years, brewers have won awards proving that, oh yeah, I just did that. Won an award doing what you said I couldn't do.
Yeah, and that's always the
sure.
stuff that it's like all like Tame Impala, for example, breaks every single rule that anyone online would tell you. Like you can never treat your vocals this way. You can never compress your drums that much, or whatever it is. And it's like, okay, well, he just became like the #1 indie artist in the world, like breaking every single rule that all you people are like paying to go to school to learn and stuff. Like, it's a really weird.
Yeah, I mean, like David Bowie did that. Queen, a lot of that. Like, in their music making. For sure. But dude, with beer, absolutely.
Yeah. The rules are meant to be broken, but also to be understood. Like,
for sure.
Breaking them without knowing why they exist. Yeah.
Rules are meant to be respected. Like, they're there, and like some of them are like, like unavoidable, but like you have to push that. Like that is, I think, what like I am honestly tasked with as being a brewer is like I have to push that boundary. Like I have to see what this does or what this doesn't do. Like if I just stayed in the box that like Greg brewed in and Greg grew like in, like I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing and wouldn't be creating like this amazing product that like I'm gonna win awards for this year. Like I absolutely know it. Like
I believe it,
because I am pushing that in the best way, and I'm checking it against all of the known quantities as well. So it's like, this is what you say you know and how it should be. Cool. I'm gonna see that and push it just a little bit further, and I'm having success pushing it that further, so now I'm gonna test it against that. So
that's cool.
Tastes like success.
Thanks, man. I think so.
What's the craziest beer you've ever brewed, or like is there like a beer that's like you were like, this is a long shot, like
for sure,
or a challenging one?
Craziest beer I was ever like a part of / brewed, lobster milk stout at Platt Park.
Oh my god!
This was like real freaking lobsters in the bottom of the boil kettle, hot boil kettle, and then all the wort on top of them. Boiled it.
Wow.
Craziest one.
That's a be brave moment.
For sure. I would totally do something like that. Like even being vegetarian now, I would do something like that for the market. Yeah. Jen's an absolute no, so we never will. And that's so cool. And I love her for that. That's like why she's the fucking best. So craziest one I've done down here is the bruschetta beer for sure. Like I put fucking Parmesan cheese in this beer, dude. Like what the fuck? Like the apple ale, like that's a crazy beer.
Yeah.
Some things like apple is like an off flavor in beer. So like when you're like having beer be tasted by like a cicerone, like if they taste any apple in it, it's gonna be like a red fucking flag. Like this beer is not fermented right. It's either fermented hot, it's been attenuated too long, what have you, blah blah blah. So I was so hesitant to brew a beer with apple in it, but me pushing this boundary, knowing how I brew beer, how I'm extracting fermentable sugars out, and how I'm fermenting those fermentable sugars, I finally have the confidence to do it. Plus, we found got our hands on some amazing apples.
That's cool.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing an Earl Grey saison, so like Belgian, so like some kind of like floral, really like prominent yeast. The Earl Grey tea is gonna come from Trinidad Tea Company.
Cool.
So another kind of like cross county collab, and yeah, Chris and Todd are fucking awesome. Little shout out to them for sure. So yeah, I'm always up for it. I'm got in the works, probably gonna brew here in the next month actually, is this kind of ancestral like ode to the founders, creators of beer, if you will, and on the like American side of things, so North American, Central, South American. So, and this will be like kind of gluten-free beer too.
What's that? Is that like 1700s?
No, like
even way before
that.
Okay,
like, yeah,
okay.
like,
Fill us in. I'm curious.
Like, dude, I mean, dude, like we're talking like Aztec.
Okay,
yeah,
we're going
Mayan, yeah,
pre-Columbian.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, love it.
Yeah. And so a lot of like roots, saps.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. To kind of like tie into like that. We'll see. Like it is so out there for me, out there for the brew world.
I'm really interested in this beer,
dude.
I come from a family of archaeologists and paleontologists,
awesome.
and
Sweet.
like, you know, that particular era of like that was like my uncle's study, like Little Egypt in Georgia, like. Yeah, even way pre-Columbian, you know, the Mound people, and he was specifically like interested in not only the pottery but what they were storing
for sure
in these clay pots, which I feel like could be beer.
Absolutely, some of those Mound civilizations was absolutely like fermentable spirits, and they were like grain-based spirits.
Absolutely, so,
because they have a higher volatility than like the root-based spirits in fermenting. Yeah, and like they even used hops like in brewing, so like this has hops in it because like hops were used back then, but more of like a sedative even. So yeah, that's one I'm really fucking excited about.
What's next for Mountain Merman? And is there any message for the people of Colorado and the surrounding states or anyone coming into the area?
For sure. What's next for us is we're expanding our system. So we've been operating as a 1 barrel system up to this point, and we're expanding into a 3.5 barrel system. So 3+ size. Yeah.
Is it all quantity, or can you do 3 different types at once?
Quantity, but like we are sizing up like our fermenters equivalent. So right now we have 4 fermenters, so that's 4 varieties can be fermenting at any given time. That's still going to stay even with us scaling up. So that's the biggest thing right now, is expanding our brewing operations so we can have more beer available for everyone down here in La Veta and in the surrounding areas. We've had a pretty big call this last year for distribution, not only in Huerfano County, but also in like the surrounding Pueblo County and Los Animas County. So we need the volume in order to fill those needs. This system will allow us to keep this creative flow and allow us to still be doing beers like chai stout, chocolate raspberry stout, orange flashback, all these different, you know, fun beers that we want to do, but still keep like the standard lager, the standard headwaters. I mean, the standard amber, standard IPA, Hefeweizen, the things that the market needs that we can.
Don't do away with the Headwaters.
No, absolutely no.
That's
not
7 of them and feel nothing.
That's
feel great, but the next day I feel like
yeah,
I didn't drink
100%.
7 beers.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that'll be one we're going for a medal for sure. Good. So, yeah. And then what I would say is just give like true craft breweries another go. Like, if you know of a neighborhood craft brewery, wherever you're at, like, go check them out. See what they're doing. They're not just like alcohol driven anymore. Like, they're cool creative spaces. They're cool like avenues for people to just meet groovy people, man. They often have really good non-alcoholic options. So even if you are like on like that spectrum where you're not like drinking alcohol, you can still be in a place with people, community driven. That's really the like what I want to get out there. I know that there are other breweries that like need to see that. That's our biggest goal this year, is being that presence of, hey, we are here, we're this different standard for what like breweries are, drinking is. Come see that for yourself to know what that is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
you're in Southern Colorado or anywhere even close in the tri-state area, come give La Veta a La Visit.
That's right.
La Visit. I love it.
Stop in at the fucking Mountain Merman.
Yeah.
It's 100% worth it. I'm like anti almost all that. Like, I'd almost take a dive bar with Coors on tap, but you guys do it right.
Thanks,
so
man.
right.
Thank you.
Typically the punk anti, like, all corporate stuff, but most microbreweries are, but then it got like too cool.
Dude.
But you guys are in the zone, right? This is so authentic, and truly, you make great beer, dude.
Thanks, man.
I mean, and like great varieties. Unless you're like, I don't know, maybe you have great IPAs. I'm not an IPA guy, so I haven't tried them, so I can't tell you about that. But all the other beers, you like a nice crisp lager, a little bit of fruit. Like, fruit the beer. I don't give a shit. I love it, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You do it right. Check
Thanks,
out
man.
fucking the Mountain Merman.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
It's worth a 100-mile drive. It's worth a 200-mile drive. Like, come check
Yes.
it out.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And it's so cool too, because like you said, you have non-alcoholic options.
For sure.
You just put some non-alcoholic options on tap.
Yep.
And it's also like truly a family-friendly environment in the best way possible. Like, I love that you guys have games.
For sure.
I love that it's like bright, welcoming. I've never had like someone look at me weird in there.
For sure.
It's always like the most positive vibe.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can just meet some really cool, genuine Lavesians.
Yeah,
Lavesians.
Lavesians.
It's
Yeah,
true.
It's
true. I've never, like, the Mountain Merman is one of the few places I've gone 3 separate times before I even knew you guys. Before I knew
Yes.
Jake, before I knew JD.
So good, dude.
And people invited me and my wife to sit down at the open table. Because it's not a large tap
No,
room.
it's not. Our
Right?
tap room
so it's
inside's
like,
very small,
it's like
for
shit.
sure.
Like, there's
Yeah.
no spaces to sit unless
Yeah.
we're going to be sitting with
Yeah.
2 people we don't
Yeah.
know. And that's happened. It happened on 3 different occasions.
Yes.
I sat with Jared and his lady before.
Yeah,
I
that's
even knew
cool.
you guys. And they were just like, yeah, we're like regular people. I like the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
great vibes. Also, if you're lucky, there'd probably be a great band playing.
For sure. Yeah, music as much as we can, for
all
sure.
summer,
Yeah.
all summer long.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the
for
stage
sure.
is awesome.
Yeah,
Again.
stage is great, for sure.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
huge investment that you guys did just because you freaking love the community and
For
you
sure.
love music and
Yeah.
you want to allow that opportunity
For sure. Like,
people.
creating that space. And what I really hope this year, that like that stage is like occupied for like stuff even other than music. So like, yeah, if Rachel does want to do a comedy act, yeah, do that on the stage. Do some stuff with like the theater group. We've talked about like that. Yeah. Like Bo even mentioned the other day doing like Shakespeare. Like
Wow.
Shakespeare, like in
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, like
That's
in
a
the
Bo idea.
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, that's great. Like, I'd be out there,
Yeah.
I'd be on stage doing some Shakespeare for sure. So,
I've heard.
yeah, for sure.
I've heard.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the reason that Jen fell in love with this
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I found out on Valentine's
Wow.
Day that he has this kick-ass, like award-winning,
Yeah,
like
Shakespeare monologue.
Shakespeare monologue.
It's from like fucking high school. Dude.
Everybody
It's like
needs a
fucking
monologue,
bro.
man.
And this is the
Hell yeah.
moment. This is the moment.
And we're
that-
going to make him do it right.
This is the moment Jen was like, this man forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
She sees this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
That's
Oh,
love
fucking
right
great,
there.
for sure.
That's just
Yeah.
beautiful, star-crossed love, baby.
Love this dude.
We got a special guest appearing from episode 2. He's back.
Yeah.
Say hi in the camera over there.
Hello there.
This is Joe.
Couldn't keep me away.
He's back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to get into the creative act portion
Yeah.
of our podcast.
With our Rick Rubin of Brew and Beer,
That's right.
JD Lynn,
Fucking
right?
sweet. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Uncle Rick.
That's right. Uncle Rick.
Rick Rubin of the Southern Colorado
Yes, dude, fucking great.
Plains.
Perfect.
Okay, so JD,
Yes, Jake.
we'd like to talk about how people get into the creative flow. So whether it's with brewing or with your crafting,
For sure.
or anything, like, is there something that you like to do? Journaling, meditation, music, dancing. What's your like way to get in the flow?
Yeah. This one's was like really interesting for me. 'Cause I honestly don't like have a process. I truly don't. Like I feel like I can just kind of tap into it. Like I'm like beer recipe, yeah. Like let's do it. Like
Yeah.
I can do one right now.
Well, dude, let's get into the final
Yeah.
creative
Yeah,
process.
yeah, for sure.
Thanks for sharing your
Oh.
process
Yes.
of just being in the flow.
Just like on tap.
naturally.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
yeah,
right.
for
On
sure.
tap.
Yeah. On
I see
tap.
what you
Dude,
did
there we go. Yeah, I
Hey.
like that.
I feel like maybe we should, since you are just tapped in,
yeah.
maybe we should blend all of our processes a little bit.
Cool.
I know Joe's process, he said he always starts with the beat,
Cool.
you know?
Start with the beat. Do you want me to like get on these cotton goods or something?
I was just thinking
Yes.
actually like, it's up to you, but I was kind of thinking like, you give me a beat and I'll play it I'll just bang my guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, chef.
I think it'd be fun to write a beer song. I like that idea.
Love it.
A beer. When I think of beer song, I just think of loud Irish people yelling.
Well, if
Flip
it's
the
if it's
lid.
loud beer Irish people, I feel like it's like
And there's like some
Yes,
hum
very much.
diddly dum diddly doo hey yo. You know,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
always
yeah.
that Mountain Dew type.
Now, JD, do you ever
Yes.
sing or anything?
No. Yeah, I don't. Like I sing. Like if there's songs like I sing. Yeah.
You sing in the car or?
Yeah.
Cool.
But like I like don't have confidence singing outwardly.
It's okay.
For sure. But like here, I'll probably sing
Yeah, or you sing,
feel
or
comfortable.
like I feel like,
or like that chanty shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
this
JD
is
like the Viking
Sure.
vibes.
Yeah,
I feel like JD's such a Viking.
For sure.
Very
So I
Viking.
feel like we should really channel the Nordic / Irish.
Perfect.
like-
There's some sort of I feel like it's like
ho,
hey yo diddly doo hey. It's like a war song.
Yeah, but
Yes.
or like a fun like
Cool.
we're at the pub.
Yeah.
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 And what are the names of these beers we brought? We got Sappy Apple.
We've
Sappy Apple
got
is just such a great name.
the
Orange
milky.
flashback.
The stouts are riffles,
Riffles.
and then the lagers are flashbacks. Yeah.
I love
So
it.
flashback, ripple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe like, okay, like maybe we base like the main chorus around just the names of the beers, and then we have like a nice call and response type, you know. You like coming down to the Mountain Merman, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Like
Flash tobacco riffle in the headwaters.
Yes,
you know?
this is definitely
Perfect.
what I'm feeling.
Feeling something like that.
I love.
Well,
this.
yeah, I feel like it's like some like
This is
Irish
perfect.
guys and Celts
Yeah,
and
it's
barbarian.
it's like brewery chant. It's like
Yeah.
Irish
chant.
chant for sure.
Yeah,
like,
and it
this
needs
is
like
great.
a hey ho, you know,
For
like we
sure.
need like a call and response.
Yes,
type of
I like
vibe,
that, yeah.
like something about like
ole, ole,
yeah,
ole, ole, ole,
Yes.
ole, 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 for beer. Yes, it needs
for beer.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
Like there's that.
This is literally called Battle Marimba, so
bottom we're on.
Okay.
I like it.
On some beer bottles. apparently.
Take one down, pass it around.
Yeah, take one down, pass it around. And JD, at any moment, just feel free to insert your lyrics.
Love
and
it.
Chant. I feel like it should be something that our goal should be that people at the Mountain Merman know this.
Perfect. I
You
love
know,
it.
And at any moment
sure.
we can.
Yes. Yeah. Even just like the call back
Yep.
chant. Yeah.
The Mountain Merman. That should be like the end of it.
Yes.
Meet me at the Mountain Merman.
Yeah, that's it. Meet me at
The merman.
Yep.
Merman. Merman.
And it should be inclusive too, I feel like, because your vibe there
For
is
sure.
very inclusive. So like, come one, come all. Like something like
Yes.
that. Come one,
Come on!
come one. Sappy apple.
Milky riffle.
Yes.
We got your stouts, we got your ales, we got your pilsners, we got your...
Yeah. Hey ho. Hey ho. Hey ho. Well, come on down to the Mountain Merman.
Hey ho!
Get yourself a tasty brew.
Hey ho!
Come one and come all.
Hey ho!
We hope to see you soon.
Hey ho!
Come one, come all.
Hey ho.
To the Mountain Merman. Yeah.
Come one, come all, take a beer off the wall, drink it down, pass it around, meet me at the Merman!
Come one, come all. Take one down off
Pass it
the wall.
Hey ho.
At the Mountain Merman. Come one, come all. Take one down off the wall. Pass it around. Something down the
Finish it
mountain.
all.
Oh yeah.
Finish it all.
One, come down. Take one down off the wall. Pass it down. Finish it all. The Mountain Merman.
Yes.
Come one, come all.
Take one down off the wall, finish it around, finish it all.
Pass the Merman. Yeah.
There we go.
Come one, come all. Take one down
Off the wall,
Pass it around.
finish it down.
Captain Merman. Come one, come all. Take one down off the wall. Pass it around.
Finish it all.
The Mountain Merman. Headwaters.
Hey ho! Meet me at the headwaters.
Hey, kombucha. Kombucha too. We got the D&D tournaments.
D&D tournaments.
D&D tournaments. Got karaoke night.
Music bingo.
Hosted by Jared.
What's my Jared? You could do it like that. Once upon a time on the East River
Yeah, keep going.
in Alma, Colorado, on a stormy summer night.
He was all alone, standing in the headwaters.
His legs in the river, feeling one with nature. Magic all around.
His feet turned into fins. His feet turned into fins. His feet turned into fins. His feet turned into fins.
His feet turned into fins. His feet turned into fins. His feet turned into fins. His feet turned into fins.
At the Mountain Merman.
Let your feet turn into fins.
At
Let
the
your feet turn
Mountain
into
Merman.
fins. Feet turn into fins.
At
Let
the
your feet
Mountain
turn to
Merman.
fins. Your feet into fins.
At
Turn
the
your
Mountain
feet turn to
Merman.
fins.
Your feet turn
Turn
into
into fins at the Mountain Merman. Your feet turn into fins at the Mountain Merman. Your feet turn into fins at the Mountain Merman. You're surrounded by your friends at the Mountain Merman. Let your feet turn into fins. The Mountain Merman. Let your feet turn into fins. The Mountain Merman. Surround yourself with friends. The Mountain Merman. Let your feet turn into fins. The Mountain Merman. Come one, come all. Take one down off the wall. Pass it around. Finish it down. Turn your feet into fins. Yes, there's something there. We got some lines. We got some lines.
I love it.
Come one, come all. Take one down off the wall. Pass it around. Finish it down.
I mean, Mountain Merman turn your feet into fins.
That's good. Turn your feet into fins.
Those two.
Yeah.
Come one, come all.
Oh, come one,
Take
come
one
all.
down off the wall.
Yeah.
Pass it around. Finish it down.
The Mountain Merman.
The Mountain Merman.
Yeah.
And then it's the Mountain Merman.
Man.
The Mountain
Yeah.
Turn your feet into fins, the Mountain Merman. Turn your feet into fins, the Mountain Merman.
Yes.
Surround yourself with your friends, it's the Mountain Merman.
Wow. Well, this is fire.
It's pretty fucking fire, honestly.
I feel like maybe we should just cook it up real quick if we have time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
More
there we
cowbell.
go. There's the cowbell. Yes.
Pirate Rock's only like a little bit of a passion of mine.
I've only been wanting to do
But,
this
you
since
know,
I was 12.
Liquor Legs Wallace is a actual alter ego of mine. It's a whole story.
Liquor Legs Wallace.
You don't know about Liquor Legs Wallace?
No, bro.
Oh, Wallace? I got songs about my peg legs, rotting away in the salty seas. I'm not kidding. On Spotify.
At the Mountain Merman.
At the mountain. Let your feet turn into fins.
At the Merman.
This might be a 2-hour episode, but we're literally going to get like a #1 hit.
Yeah.
This is going to take over the pirate chart.
Let's do it.
All right, Joe. You said you had a clomp stamp.
Yes, I do have a clump. I have a nice clump and a clap.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is really fucking fun to see.
That's a chorus.
I love it, Joe. Great job.
Thanks, man. You know, I actually didn't go to school for this, if you can really believe it.
Yeah, we were throwing bangers out at 13.
Little asshole.
Who? Is that right? Yep.
Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, just do it again, but don't ask if it's right.
I think that might be good, though, right?
Yeah, let's keep that in there, dude.
Hey, ho, hey, ho.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice.
Why is that right perfectly on
Time. It's like perfectly on time, too.
Yeah, you gotta leave that for sure.
For sure. Okay, I think I'll just.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, I'll gather around. Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Alright, now let's do one that's higher. Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Alright, sweet. Now I think it would be fun to get some just group like laughter and like ha ha ha, like we're just in the pub, on the ship pub. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Your feet turn into fins at the Mountain Merman. Meet all your friends at the Mountain Merman. Meet all your friends at the Mountain Merman. Your feet turn into fins at the Mountain Merman. Come one, come all, take one off the wall. Pass it around, drink it down at the Merman.
Sick. Sick nasty.
Come one, come all, take one off the wall. Pass it around, drink it down at the Merman. Sweet. Hey! Hey! Woo! Whoa! Hey! 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 Ho! Adder! Ho! Adder!
That's good.
Is that right?
Come one, come all, take one off the wall. Pass it around, drink it down at the Merman. Come one, come all, take one off the wall. Pass it around, drink it down at the Merman. Come one, come all, take one off the wall. Pass it around, drink it down at the Merman. Come one, come all, take one off the wall. Pass it around, drink it down at the Merman. This podcast is fun.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Finally.
that's great.